You're locked in with the Strike Zone 2.0. Let's play ball. The Class War, the birth of the Beer and Whiskey League. This wasn't just a new league. It was a revolution for the working man. Imagine a time when baseball was only for the elite. The National League was cold, stiff, and expensive. They banned beer, banned Sunday games, and priced out the average worker. But in 1882, the American Association rose up. Known as the Beer and Whiskey League, they didn't just play ball, they broke the rules. They lowered ticket prices to a quarter, sold cold beer in the stands, and opened their gates on Sundays so the factory worker could finally have a slice of the American dream. This was the moment baseball truly became the people's game. It was a middle finger to the establishment and a toast to the blue-collar heart of America. The sidearm revolution, redefining the battle. The shift from gentlemanly play to aggressive, modern competition. For years, the pitcher was a servant to the hitter, required to toss the ball underhand, gently, just to start the action. But in 1882, the chains were broken. The legalization of the sidearm delivery changed the DNA of the sport forever. Suddenly, the ball didn't just float, it hissed, it curved, it had teeth. This wasn't just a rule change, it was the birth of the strikeout culture. It turned the mound into a place of power and intimidation. It reflected a changing America, a nation moving away from polite traditions and toward a fast-paced, aggressive, and competitive future. The uniform disaster, a crisis of identity, a bizarre experiment that showed how much fans valued the soul of a team. In 1882, the league tried to turn players into nameless cogs in a machine. They mandated uniforms based on position. Every shortstop in the league wore maroon. Every catcher wore pink. They thought it was organized, but it was a disaster. Fans couldn't find their heroes. They didn't want a shortstop in maroon. They wanted their team, their city, their identity. This failed experiment proved something profound. Baseball isn't about positions or statistics. It's about the badge on the chest. It's about the tribal loyalty that connects a city to its players. By mid-season, the colors were gone, but the lesson remained. The fan's heart belongs to the team, not the system. The first bridge, the 1882 World Series exhibition. The first time America asked, who is the true champion? At the end of 1882, something magical happened. The aristocratic National League and the rebel American Association met on the field. It wasn't an official World Series, yet it was a dare. Chicago versus Cincinnati. The establishment versus the newcomers. They split the series, one win each, leaving the nation hungry for more. This was the spark that ignited the October fever. It showed a growing nation that no matter where you came from or which league you played in, the only thing that mattered was who stood tallest at the end of 9 innings. The bridge between rival worlds had been built. The 7-ball walk, the struggle for pace, the evolution of patience, and the fight for the game's rhythm. In 1882, a walk wasn't a gift, it was an endurance test. You needed 7 balls to reach first base. Can you imagine the tension? The pitcher and batter locked in a psychological war for 10, 12, 15 pitches. This was a reflection of American life before the rush of the 20th century. A time of patience, of grinding, of waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But as the crowds grew and the city sped up, the game had to follow. This 7-ball rule was a last gasp of a slower era, a final look at a game that was about to become as fast and explosive as the steam engines roaring across the country. The shadow of the color line, the dark side of the era, the missed opportunity for equality. While 1882 was a year of growth, it was also a year of shadows. In the minor leagues, stars like Moses Fleetwood Walker were proving they were the best on the field. But the same society that was democratizing baseball for the white working class was beginning to slam the door on black players. This was the era where the unwritten color line began to harden, fueled by the prejudice of the time. It is a haunting reminder that while baseball was becoming the national pastime, it still had a long, painful road ahead to truly include everyone who loved the game. A reflection of a nation still struggling to live up to its own promises. That's a wrap on the wild and transformative era of 1882. These were the moments that turned a simple game into a national obsession. If you love the grit, the history, and the legends of the diamond, make sure to stay tuned. This is the Strike Zone 2.0, where the history of the game meets the passion of the fans. See you at the next pitch.